Oh shoot, I was muted. Let's try this again. Hey, my bows and bow ties. So yeah, I like to try to go live at 8:30, but I had a free moment. But yeah, I want to talk about the obsession. Did you guys know? Our brothers are obsessed. Let me play my intro. All right, so I'm trying to figure out what is going on. Why is this like not that loud? Oh gosh, you know what? I'm hoping that you guys can hear me okay. So what I'm going to do is just speak louder because okay, so what I'm doing is I'm running this through my iPad because I've been having issues with my computer. For some reason, the video was looking real shady. I don't know why. I'm just looking at my I think this is okay. I mean, like, can you just be louder? What is going on with? All right. So anyway, we're just gonna move on. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. I will check this out. If not, then I'll just have to record it again. So yeah, I want to talk about the obsession. Black men are obsessed with black women. Now, let me tell you something. I really hate when people come for black men. I really do. I mean, because we got a lot going on in the community, right? And I just like for people to leave black men alone. But I do have to call a thing because, I told you, like, oftentimes YouTube will have shenanigans and put some other things in my stream. So anyway, I'm seeing things pop up again with, a whole bunch of, black men and content creators like to use black women for, let's get right into it. I have it set out, so let's go straight into it. First of all, let me just go ahead and put that on there because I know how much you guys really like me and you want to go ahead and subscribe because you don't want to keep having these commitment issues. So go ahead and subscribe and like. But all right, let's get to the straight thing, the number one point. So this is what I think is going on. I think the reason why black men are obsessed with black women is because they want to dominate, right? And this is the thing. Now, it's weird because it's like I'm kind of like irritated with them, but I kind of like get it. I feel like black men have been taking a lot of crap, right? They've been taking a lot of crap from society, from just everyone, work, whatever, okay? And so I personally think a lot of this stems from them being mad at white supremacy because they have no real power here. And so I think the only place they can try to reclaim any of their power is with black women. Now, I always have some little notes. I have a little note card here, index card here. So this is what I think. I think if they try to assert their dominance over black women, then at least it's like they have something, like, you know what I mean? Like their manhood is still intact or something. Now, I may not be saying this cleanly, but I see this overwhelming need to like dominate black women. I'm like, we're on the same team. I don't know if you know this, black man. Did you know that we're on the same team? I mean, both sides are not acting like it, but this need to assert your authority. See, when you are walking in your purpose, when you are doing what you're supposed to do, it's going to automatically show. You don't have to tell people you're an alpha man or any of those things. You don't have to tell anybody that you're a good man. It's going to show. We're going to see it. You know what? I think my video looks better on my iPad than it does on my computer. My computer is like being real raggedy right now. All right. So anyway, yeah. So I'm like, there's this need to dominate. And I'm seeing right now what they're doing is they're spending a lot of time gaslighting chicks out here in these streets, coming on these panels. Now, I've discussed this in a previous slide, but I'm noticing that they are gaslighting women into believing that there's everything wrong with them. And don't get me wrong, we got a lot of things going on. We've got things that we need to clean up. But I'm like, why are you so focused on women? Focus on the men. Let us handle the women. You handle the men. I don't understand this weird obsession with wanting to bring everyone in on like they want to tell you about yourself. There's that old saying, with every finger that's pointing out, there's three more pointing right back at you. look, Black women are out there getting therapy and kubayaing and namasteing and I, a lot. But I think it's interesting that they want to dominate so much. It's almost, and then you got women signing up for it. Look, listen, people, Black men. It's beginning to look really abusive. You've got women signing up. Please tell me everything I'm doing wrong. It's like that. What is it? Like that syndrome when you fall in love with your captor or something. Like, it's bananas. The shenanigans. I'm like, listen, there's this need to dominate. Why are you trying to dominate the Black women? We need to be a team. We're a team. Guys, we are a team. We are a team. Okay, so I feel like I said, a lot of this is stemming from, I think, their anger from white supremacy. Like they are having difficulty, just being recognized for who they are or treated humanely, whether it's at work, whether it's at the grocery store, whether it's, on a sports team, whether it's, and even in relationships too. We got some women out here, engaging in some pure like shenanigans. But what I'm noticing is Black men are obsessed with Black women. And you can't say it's not true because Black men are the ones who are, I think the study shows that they are the ones who are out here in social media more than Black women. And they are obsessed. It's obsession. I mean, it's at the point where it's getting scary. Black men, y'all need to stop. It's just like some full-on Michael Myers kind of like weirdness going on. Stop trying to Michael Myers all the Black women. Can we stop with the Michael Myering? Can I say that? I just made up a word. All right, so let's go on to the next one. This is the one that's actually quite troubling for me because there's like no loyalty. I feel like Black women are being used to secure the bag. You'll see a lot of content creators out there. This is why I've been trying to stop seeing some of that stuff. Now that I'm full on out here in these YouTube streets, right? The content creators are out here making fun of Black women. And you can't say they're not. It's extraordinary the amount of content. Look at all the memes. Black men are out here in droves, slapping on wigs, cocking them to the side, making them look really bad, putting on bad makeup, dressing up in these crazy outfits. That's what you think of as Black women? Now, granted, I got mine piled up on top of my head. I got some braids in my hair because I didn't want to do my hair, but you can go ahead and talk about me about that. I don't really care. But I'm not walking around wearing full-on clown makeup. Disregard that noise in the background. That's my washer going off. So when I'm finished with this, I'll go put something in the dryer. So, I mean, I just feel like Black men are using Black women to get their hee-haws. They're getting your hee-haws at Black women's expense. They're creating memes. They're creating movies. Okay? We could just start with the hee-haws. I think about someone like a Kevin Hart who was willing to sell out his daughter for a couple of hee-haws. That's your daughter. That's your daughter. I'm not ever selling out my daughter, at least not knowingly. And I know my husband wouldn't. I mean, because my husband, and my daughter is like the apple of his eye. So he would have to catch a case or something. Like he would go crazy. Sorry. So anyway, yeah, we've got comedians out here selling out Black women. We've got people out here making all these movies. Tyler Perry is one of the most problematic ones out here in these streets. Look at what's on social media. The Black content creators, the male ones, what they find humor is making fun of Black women. Black mothers be like, I'm like, first of all, there is no V in my verse. I think we need to pick up some books. So we're creating memes. We got wigs cocked to the side, the crazy things. Apparently all Black women are walking around in big boobies. I wish I had some big ones. Big boobs and like thick licious in the back. I know this is like in the way. Okay. So yeah, like this is what's going on. Black men are obsessed. They're like, we're gonna like study black women. We're gonna make fun of them. We're gonna put on bad makeup and wigs and we're gonna do this caricature. It's practically minstrel. The only difference is it's a black person doing it instead of a white person. And maybe this is the new age vaudeville act. I don't know. But this is what black men are doing. And we're just high-fiving them. Yeah. You got black women acting like they're like held captive and falling in love with their captor. They're like, yeah, everything is wrong with us. It's almost as if, you know, that thing where like it just spins around and it gets people in a trance. This is what's going on. And I'm not saying we don't have problematic behavior, but the way that black women are going on these programs, like, please fix me. Oh, black man. I'm like, he can't even fix himself. He's problematic. Blind lead the blind. Anyway, so yeah, black men are obsessed with black women. They want to dominate and they want to secure the bag. It's the constant denigration. If you don't believe me, you can pick up any social media app and look at what people are finding funny. Black women. Making fun of black women. And then it's... I have another video I'm going to make after this. Oh my goodness. What did I want to call that one? I think it was like harmful habits black women must quit. I still need to make that one. I have all kinds of videos I need to make, but I can't get it together because I'm too busy trying to raise my kids. Like right now, what you don't know is I really want to yell, shut up, because I'm like, I can hear you, which means you guys can probably hear them too. Anyway, number 3. I'm going to move on to the third one. I have 4 points, by the way. There's some low-key jealousy here. Why didn't I capitalize that K? I hate when I do that. I like to be consistent. So there's some low-key jealousy. Oh, yes. I think a lot of it has to do with, now I want you to catch the nuance in what I'm saying, because I know there's going to be an automatic refute here. Black men are going to refute this. I think there's jealousy that black women have left black men behind. Now, I want you to catch this. It's not that black men, real men, not the boys, black men don't have a problem, I think, with women bettering themselves. But I'm saying collectively, a lot of black men, I think they take issue, take umbrage with black women because in essence, they're like, I got to take care of myself. I can't depend on black men to take care of me. So they're seeking higher education and they're making more money. Now, I would say where the problematic behavior comes in with black women is I think they assign those accolades with their value. And I think we need to be careful with that. A lot of black women seem to think that their education and their coin is equal to their value. I did a video a while ago, I should probably link that in, where I talked about how black men don't really want your money. I don't know when I recorded that. And I think I did a podcast on that maybe earlier this year. I don't remember. But anyway, I do believe that black men collectively are low-key jealous. Maybe it's high-key jealous. Maybe it's not even low-key. Maybe it's just jealous. I think there's frustration because black women are leaving them behind in terms of education and earning power. And I would even say respect. And I'm under the impression, I could be wrong. I mean, I've been wrong before, I'll be wrong again. I'm under the impression that I think the dominant society looks at the black woman as a more stable prospect than the black man. Now, there are reasons why the black man has not, been stable for a period of time. Now, let me take this down. It's distracting. But nevertheless, it is what it is. I think there's some low-key jealousy there. Black women have left black men behind. And I think they see that. So I think their way, and it goes back to number one, I think their way of, we got to get these chicks back under control. We got to dominate them. We got to tell them, hey, let's pull the Jedi mind trick. You ain't worth ish. You're fat. Yeah, we do need to get in shape. You're ugly. Your features that God gave you don't even look good on you. They look good on everybody else but you. You're too smart. You make too much money. My favorite one is all Black women have attitudes. You can't be submissive. You're nothing more than a baby mama. I'm like, well, then that means that you guys are baby daddies, right? I'm like, well, wait a second. You can't assign all this blame on Black women, not to say that they don't take part in some stuff. But I'm like, but where were you? I'm not talking about the edge case where there's a good guy who was wronged by the system. I'm talking about all the ones who are advocating the pump and dump and all that silliness. I said what I said. And then there's the fourth one, deflection. I just think they want to keep the focus off them. Think about if you go and take a look in all these ridiculous spheres, all they do is talk about women. So when people are that obsessed, I really do believe this. If you are that obsessed with someone, I think you're jealous. But more so, you want to be that person, right? If you think about the little girl who's obsessed with another little girl, and she almost wants to be that person, right? I don't know if the men want to be women or if they're just super angry. So instead of working on themselves, see, and working on yourself isn't just pushing out some push-ups. It's more than that. Because see, in another video, I talked about the women want security, emotional, financial, physical, spiritual, sexual, educational, all the others, they want security. See, what I'm finding is this obsession with Black women is more so they don't have to do the work. I'm like, because see, Black women, they've been browbeaten into thinking that they're these horrible people, and we have some work to do because we have been out of pocket. But it can't all be on us. I still don't understand this weird, I don't know why women are allowing themselves to be brainwashed and caught up with Black men telling them everything that who they are and what they've done is wrong. It's shenanigans. Black men need to start focusing on these Black men and let us women focus on the women. I'm just saying, don't call a thing a thing. Don't be mad. Look, don't be mad at me. Hey guys, if you liked what I said, can you go ahead and like it? Like actually like it, give me a thumbs up. Or subscribe. Or you can leave a comment. Or you can send this to somebody. You can actually watch this video again because it was just so riveting. But I digress. Black men are obsessed with Black women. They want to dominate them. They want to use them to secure their bag. Look at how many times that they talk about Black women. They're low-key jealous. So now they're making women feel bad about their accomplishments. Not all of them. They are. And then they're not even focusing. They're deflecting. They're focusing on Black women instead of focusing on themselves. And then Black women keep going to these people. It's like an abusive relationship. I mean, like they all need to get counseling. Everybody needs counseling. One big collective counseling. We need a national council, the Blackly Black Day. We do. It needs to be en masse counseling. All right. So look, I said what I said. Be mad. Hopefully you liked it. But this is for the black women. Like, look, Black men are obsessed with you. They're obsessed. Oh, yes. They're putting on dresses. They're wearing makeup and fixing their hair. They're trying to look like you, but also make fun of you at the same time. It's just weird. It's weird. The shiggity is weird. This whole thing is weird. I don't get it. They are obsessed. So it's like they'll either make fun of you or they'll try to dominate you. You bad person. All right, so look, I'm out. Black Opinionated Woman out. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button.